Good morning, everyone. This is Srikanth Rajan, and welcome back to the Stock Market Podcast from MPIinvest.com. So, talking about the markets, yesterday the markets were almost flat, I would say, except for the Bank Nifty, the Fin Nifty volatility, which actually took the market down for a short while. And in fact, it looked as if the markets were about to close below 19,800, but then no, the power was seen when the markets just went above and closed just about 19,800. So the best part was the institutionals are on the buying side. Both the institutionals on the buying side. FIIs have also bought for almost 200 crores, and TIs also bought around 100 plus crores, so almost 300 crores of net institutional buying. So that was something which was not seen as such, but of course the gap up opening, and from there the markets just remained flat. So markets, of course, did cheer the HDFC Bank results. So if you remember what we had discussed on Monday, we actually had discussed that I'm expecting HDFC Bank results to be neutral to slightly positive, but not negative, and that's exactly what happened. And we could see the market cheering HDFC Bank results, and that was something really good to see. In fact, I've got a little heavy investment in HDFC Bank for quite some time. In fact, not only me, most of our MPA family members are invested there. And if you're not a part of MPA family, of course, you could be part of it free of cost. All you need to do is contact us on the number given here. Well, apart from that, if you look at the markets are still looking good. In fact, why I'm telling it's looking good is because if you see the markets, in spite of all these reasons of fall, the market has been able to maintain that support level, and it has been going up. It comes down, but at least it's consolidating at this point. So this is a great thing, and this especially when the results are coming out. IT though did give some disappointment, but other sectors are doing well. So HDFC Bank has actually set the tone for the private banks, and the private banks are looking to come out with good results. In fact, today we have IndusInd Bank results, which are going to be again expected to be really good. So of course markets are looking good. Of course, there is some small negativity to banks, that is ICICI and Kotak have been put on with a small penalty by RBI for violating some rules, but that is a very small amount. I don't think that is going to affect the stock for now. But apart from that, if you look at the market overall, Indian stock markets are in a good consolidation phase, and of course they are in a very strong phase also, I would say, because the markets are still very close to their all-time high, and that is something really good. If you look at the main stock which actually was down yesterday, that was Tata Motors. So Tata Motors was the top loser for the day yesterday. It was actually okay because for some profit booking to kick in, because it had recently risen after spectacular results by Land Rover Jaguar. So JLR was something which has been kind of pulling down Tata Motors for a really long time. But apart from that, if you look at the kind of new products Tata is bringing, the new Safari, the new Harrier, and of course the new Nexon. So all these models are looking amazing, and I'm sure the markets are having great acceptance to these products. So in fact, I did have a test drive of one of these cars, and I'm truly impressed by the way Tata has kind of transformed itself into a beautiful passenger car company, which is something really amazing. Because if you look at few years back, the way Tata launched the first Indy car, it is kind of it's a totally different continent, apart if you look at what is happening today. Totally amazing. Of course, probably the JLR partnership, which is doing great, but however, whatever you say, Tata Motors is doing amazing at this point of time. And of course, I've got some good holding in Tata. Of course, I'm sure you would have guessed it by now, because that's how I am happy with my shares in Tata, the way it has grown. Apart from that, if you look at the US markets after Indian markets closed, something very important to note is the retail sales data came in, and it again has come out strongly. So now that actually has given some jitters. In fact, just a day before yesterday, US markets had actually closed with good positive. Yesterday also there was some positivity until the mid of the market, but then once this data came in, markets have kind of come down slightly, but still not fallen much. I would say they're in a consolidation mode, and they've actually closed flat. So that is something which we can now expect the Indian markets and the Asian markets to kind of copy, is that we are also looking at a flattish opening, not a big gap down nor a gap up. So it is probably a flat opening. Now today again is going to be the Bank Nifty expiry, and tomorrow is our Nifty expiry. So with that, markets are expected to be volatile, but then very important to see whether 19,800 support can be taken, and if the Nifty can go further up. So that would be a good thing. But however, a major resistance can be seen at 20,000 levels. But then on the downside, if you see 19,500 is going to be a very good support, and the way the markets are going, I don't think 19,500 would be hit. So around 19,600 to 20,000. 19,600 to 20,000 is what I'm expecting the market to expire by tomorrow, and based on that is what I've taken few trades in MPI Gold Club. So that is a different trading club that we run. It's not something way about calls. We discuss, we meet and take trades together. But again, you don't really have to get into trading unless you have the passion for it. Otherwise, if you're just looking at investment, we have amazing investment opportunities which give out beautiful returns in the stock market. For now, if you look at today, of course, the markets would be keenly looking at IndusInd Bank, and also we will be looking at the results from Wipro. So Wipro is here another company which has been kind of lagging behind for a really long time, and maybe some possibly there can actually bring in some movement to Wipro. So if you remember, MPA family members, we had exited Wipro long back, and since then Wipro has not shown any major movement, whereas that fund which he had invested into different stocks have given out movement. So that's exactly why we say at times it is something like our Mumbai local. So at times you'll have to get down from the slow moving train and get into the fast moving train, that is a fast local, to reach our destination slightly faster. So that's exactly what we did with Wipro quite some time back, and all those members who moved out must be happy with the returns that they've got on other stocks that we invested into. But then people who held on to Wipro might feel bad that Wipro actually has not shown any major movement in the entire last year. So that's how the markets are looking at as of now. So I'm expecting the market to be in a consolidation mode, still not expecting a big movement, neither on the positive side nor the negative side. Small movements here and there, but see, very importantly, tomorrow being the expiry, the volatility is of course going to be on a higher side. But now talking about it, let us see how the markets close today. That would give us a more clear idea on how the markets could expire tomorrow. I might go for a shorter, distance tomorrow. Meanwhile, there is some tension building up as there is some news of hospital in Gaza being attacked. So that is not great. So of course, until the war is kind of over, the markets have priced it in, but still do expect volatility and movements up and down. So that is a part of the game at this point of time. And until the war is over, that is going to go on. In fact, same with Russia and Ukraine, though people have forgotten it totally, but there can be chances that at any point of time something major can happen there, and that could take the market by storm. So these are the uncertain movements, but again, for an investor point of view, if you look at, there's nothing really to worry at all, because every dip is an opportunity to buy. And I am personally very, very bullish on the Indian market for the next 5 to 6 years. So that is something which I am personally bullish on. There are different factors I've told you multiple times, but then yes, I am continuing to be bullish. It may go down for a shorter term, it may even not perform for a shorter term, but then next 5-6 years, I am sure and I'm expecting the markets to do great. So that's about it for now. I think I've discussed a lot of points, but then before we end the meeting, let me tell you, MPI Invest is a wealth management company which helps you not just invest in stock market. Stock market is just one part of it, but if you want to invest in bonds, you want your investment in SGB, gold, real estate in Dubai, and also if you want to invest into other fixed return investments, then MPI Invest is the right place for you, because we not just make a financial plan for you, but have a periodic review and help you plan your investments such that you just don't miss out on your financial goals and achieve them together. So if you want a consultation with us, you can book it online on our website mpiinvest.com. It's completely free. So try us out. I am sure you will be part of MPA family soon. So that's it for now. This is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button if you love the content that we share, and do share the podcast with your friends and relatives to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye and have a great day ahead.